Well, hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is another glorious May day on Arran. It's been absolutely glorious the whole time I've been here. Anyone that says it's always raining in Scotland is full of shite. That's just not the case. Today I'm parked up near the wine port, just along from Brodick, kind of in between that and Brodick Castle. I'm going to take on a little hike to the beautiful Glen Rosa. Some of you might have heard of the fairy pools in Skye. Glen Rosa, I've got a really nice deep pool called the Blue Pool with the mountains in the distance. I've never been before. I can't wait to take you with me. Let's go on a wee adventure. Start for the walk, seeing a couple of red squirrels here jumping between the trees. Starts off the same path that you take to go up Goatfell. I think this is around about, I don't know, 2.5 hours, this hike there and back, roughly. And I think the Blue Pool's just a little bit further up as well. So maybe just slightly longer. Maybe 3 hours all in after having a wee cold dip, which I absolutely plan on doing. One thing I really love about the walks in Arran, a lot of them are through really thick sort of forest on these little forest tracks on the estates. They're absolutely gorgeous. It's so green, there's so much vegetation. It's a little bit different to the majority of the walking I do in the Highlands, which is very bare and rugged. And just walking along here, and there's a big, huge white tree. Even its leaves are white. I don't know much about trees, but can someone maybe explain in the comments why this tree is white amongst all this green around me? I don't know, but it's pretty striking, especially when you're just surrounded by all this green everywhere. If you watched some of my earlier episodes in this series, doing the walk to Giant's Grave, or even the walk really to King's Cave, where Robert the Bruce took shelter, there's a lot of sort of woodland walks, and they're really bonny. It's definitely something that's taken me by surprise, just how green and thick the vegetation is. It's absolutely gorgeous, not gonna lie. around about sort of 45 minutes or so in now, just coming into this woodland. Don't think I've got too much further to go through the trees before we come out into the glen. And a glen in Scotland is essentially a valley, that's our word for it. Yeah, I can see a gate up here we must walk through, and a massive stone, a massive rock just sitting right in amongst these trees. It is huge. Now it's just opened up beyond that gate and it is absolutely beautiful. Just walking through the glen here and you can see, unfortunately, quite a lot of fire damage. There is a lot of vegetation now growing back. I don't know when the fire was, but it just goes to show you, even in a country like Scotland that is cold. And right now in May there's warnings out about risks of fire, not lighting or having open fires, especially near heather, because even though the path might be boggy and the ground might feel really soggy and wet, the heather's dry, doesn't absorb any moisture through the winter, and it takes very, very easily. There's been a few fires over the last month or so in Scotland. There's quite significant damage here, it's a shame. So if you are going to light a fire, follow the Scottish Outdoor Access Code when doing so, which is one of the reasons why 9 times out of 10 if I'm starting a fire when I'm properly wild camping in my tent, I'll usually use a stove, something that raises it off the ground, generally speaking, or I just avoid it and just take my gas burner, which is my usual protocol, especially if I'm doing a summit camp anyway, because there's no trees, there's no wood for fires anyway. But you do need to be very careful. Don't let the soggy ground and the cold weather fool you. The heather will take, and when it takes, and there's a wind, which inevitably there usually is here, it can cause some serious damage to the environment and to the wildlife around about. So about 50 minutes or so in, only got a few hundred metres to go, but it is incredibly dry. The whole surroundings, it's almost arid, and with the fire damage all the way up the glen, and we all love the nice warm weather of course, but they're not always very conducive to spectacular waterfalls and deep pools to have a cold dip in. But fingers crossed there are still pools here, because after this little walk in this heat I could use a cold dip, freshen up a bit. Now walking through Glen Rosa is beautiful, but when you see it from a bird's eye view with my drone in the air, you realise just how utterly spectacular it really is. Well, now I know why this is called the Blue Pool. It is absolutely stunning. Have a look at this. One of the things that's really striking, it is incredibly deep at this point here. Really, really deep. It's a lot deeper than the ferry pools in Skye. And you've still got that beautiful mountain ridges in the distance. And it does look like a mini Coolin Ridge here in Arran. I said that when I was hiking and I got to the summit of Goatfell and watched the sunset last night. It's just magic. I've had a look at it. Now it's time to go in it. And it is going to be absolutely Baltic. Oh, that was fresh, but what a setting to do it. And in my opinion, much better than the ferry pools in Skye. Nicer walk, lot longer walk, a nicer walk, and an even bigger, deeper pool with an incredible scene behind you as well. That is going to be hard to beat anywhere else in Scotland. Well, what an amazing experience that was. Just about to walk back through the Glen. Glen Rosa is right up there. It's been fantastic. But the plan now is make my way back along the trail. It's a circular. You can do it two different ways. I've started at Wineport, going round in a sort of anti-clockwise direction, you could say. But you could do it clockwise as well. I'm gonna finish this off, get back to the van, get changed, and then go and grab some food at the Wineport. Hopefully get a seat out in their beer garden. It is my last day on Arran. Unfortunately, I'm absolutely gutted to be leaving. I've absolutely loved it. It's just got a little bit of everything, this island. And you can see why it's called Scotland in miniature. From the Neolithic sites, the old cairn tombs, standing stones, to the forest library, mountains, jaggy mountains everywhere, like a small sort of version of the Coolin Ridge in Skye, beautiful waterfalls, places to cold dip, lush forests, and great local cuisine and local food, local produce. It's just a lovely, lovely place, and I'll definitely be back. Just walking back along the Glen, there's actually tons of just little pools everywhere. It'd be ideal if you were coming off the mountains, coming back into this Glen to cool down, because there's loads of pools, everywhere. It's that hot today, even the sheep are taking cover in the shade. whilst in Arran, you've got to try the ales. Arran Blonde, Slange. It's super tasty. Oh my god, that pepper sauce is unreal. Sorry, I'm interrupting. That's alright, don't be. Like and subscribe for more van life adventures.